Okay, so you were talking about having memories and stuff, so I'm dying to know, what is one of your favorite road trip stories?
I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. I think that the
PG.
there's yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you gotta yeah, exactly. You gotta make it. I I just think, when I look back on it, sometimes things you don't realize as they're happening how significant they are. And I remember we opened up for Kiss at Madison Square Gardens in New York, and we played the set, and I was really nervous before the set, but I wasn't like nervous like, okay, oh my God, I'm playing Madison Square Gardens. It was just like another show with Kiss. And I was really concentrating on just, I gotta nail this show, I gotta nail this show. So we went out there and we really, really rocked it. And New York's a tough audience. It's a really tough audience. And so we finished the show and everything, there's always like this hubbub after the show and backstage and all this craziness. So, okay, so it's all said and done. The Kiss show's all over. And I'm walking out the back door of Madison Square Garden into the city of New York. And I just realized I played Madison Square Gardens with Kiss. Like, how cool is that? And it just sort of dawned on me. And I didn't really think about it before that. I hadn't, because I was so worried about the show and everything, I hadn't really thought about it. And as the moment was sinking in, as I was just standing there on the street corner in New York, just going, I played with Kiss, I hear, hey, it's that guy. And all these people start coming at me, and I just start getting mobbed, and I'm like signing stuff, and I'm like trying to get across the street and get into my hotel, and it was just really crazy. And at that moment, you're like, wow, this is really something. And another time, just a really good story, was we were in New York, and I was in there for a photo shoot, and I decided to go into Macy's, and it was in November, which is, if you've ever been to New York in November, it's a beautiful time. People crazy Christmas shopping, and it's a big city, and there's a lot of big stars in that city, and there's a lot of big famous people. So we're a very small fish in a very big pond. I'm in Macy's, and I'm going to buy a pair of jeans, and I'm just sitting there, and the lady clerk goes, "Oh, hi, where are you from?" And I said, "Well, I'm from Canada." She goes, "Oh, visiting the city?" And I go, "Well, yeah, I'm here for a photo shoot, and I'm just doing some stuff." And she goes, "Well, what do you do? Do you act? What do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm in a band." And she goes, "Well, what band is that?" And as I was just about to answer, our song came on the store PA, and I go, "Actually, this band." And it was just a great moment, and she was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's our band." You know, those are the things you remember, just those little moments.
So like the little special moments that make everything just
Yeah.
perfect, like Christmas every day almost.
Yeah.
So now that you guys are on tour, you've been doing it for about a few years now, off and on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next for you? I know you mentioned recording some new stuff after the greatest hits, so what else?
Just recorded 3 songs and this is cool. When we first started out, we worked with this producer, Reese Fulber, who was a friend from our East Vancouver neighborhood, and he was just starting out in bands, and he was young like us, and we hired him to produce, and we had to convince the label to do it. And he's gone on to produce and be a part of Delirium, Frontline Assembly, and he has his own band called Conjure One. So, over a decade has gone by, and then we finally go back into the studio with Reese. And it was just really cool because, we're all the same guys, and we're all kind of left off, where we were back in the day, yet all this time has passed. And it's just interesting to be in the studio. So we just recorded 3 songs with him prior to this. I finished the final vocal on this tour actually in Vancouver at the Warehouse Studios.
Oh, wow.
So it's being mixed today. Actually, the vocals are being comped, and it'll be mixed, and that's going to come out in the new year. And I think what we're going to do in the future is we're just going to release EPs, little 3-song things. We're never probably going to print a CD again. I think we're going to release vinyl and digital downloads, and that's it. I mean, CDs to me are like a cassette tape. It's already done.
Yeah.
Extinct soon.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So I guess the only other